what's up guys, welcome to Johnny HTV. Welcome to all my subscribers, my amazing supporters. Welcome, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your continuous support. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, so today this video is a story time. And this was requested by Jamaican Taste Buds. So I am gonna try and share this story for her. Her question is to me, how and why did I become a Christian? First, right off the gun, let me say that I didn't plan on becoming a Christian, but you know, as the word have said, God have each and every one of us here for a purpose, for a reason. None of us on this earth is a mistake. And it's just for us to discover what our purpose on earth is. So how did I become a Christian? If I just jump into it and said I became a Christian XYZ time, you wouldn't understand the process. But I would have to start from I was a child. Yeah? So first of all, I was born in Manchester, way up in a little hill called Epping Forest. As you hear it name, Epping Forest literally is a forest. Okay, it is so far back in Manchester, so much that when I was going to school, kids used to tease us and tell us that we live back of God. That's how far it is. Back of God. Okay, so I was born in a family. I am the sixth child from my mother of 8 at the time. My father died about 1993. When my father passed away, he left 7 of us. I am the 6th, my little brother, and my mother was pregnant with my little sister. So if you want to see, that's Nerosha. Go on my video, why did I wait until I get married to have sex? That's my little sister. Yeah, so my father died, leave 7 of us with my mother, and she was pregnant with 1, with my little sister. Apart from us 8 with my mother, my father had already had 12 other kids in another marriage before his wife passed. Okay, so when my father died, my mother wasn't working, because you know, back in them days, wives don't work. Wives stay home, take care of picnic, and the men work. And my father was a very talented person. My father was what you would call jack of all trade. But the good thing is he mastered his, because he was a police officer. He played music, violin and guitar to my knowledge. And the church that I grew up in Manchester, he built it. He molded, blocked himself. Yeah. What was the question?
No, but you see, you go back in your generation.
Right, so he built the church with his own hands. Not him alone, obviously. He built the house that we were living in. The guy was all-round that kind of person. It's a story time.
No, she asked him.
Excuse
and why you became a Christian.
Video.
Oh, you got all the way back to your father.
Right, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by that unseen lady who will never appear in a video.
No, but
come out here so come talk.
Me not have to come out here so come talk.
Come out here so come talk. Why you all the way around this always come pushing up your nose in my videos?
My nose in your video.
Yes.
Because them would have to be nose.
But your voice is in it.
Yeah, because I'm on the viewership, the viewers side. They ask you one question and you're gone
you
talk
cannot
to your
just
father.
That's why it's called a story time.
No, John,
so
you're
you
gone
tell the story leading up to the event.
You're gone too far back. That's how way back. Nobody no have no time to sit down for hard like that from your father to say him build church, him play music. That no, brother.
He was also a farmer.
Hear that and that you want to know. You need to just cut to the chase.
We're not cutting to no chase here. We are going to share the story from the
So when your father building church after doing
then it have to lead up to how I become a Christian.
No, John, that have nothing
if I just jump into it and say I become a Christian 2009 because John, I cannot give a reason why I became a Christian, but I can give a reason
one
why
like.
I stayed a Christian.
You just lose one like.
I don't lose any life.
Yeah, me I tell you, say you ever lose one like.
How are you losing lights?
Yeah, them will take back their like. Them will take you back.
You know.
Your father journey not have nothing to do. You never need to go so far back. You could have just said, boy, your father was a pastor, your mother a Christian, you grew up in a church.
Excuse me.
And then you rewind to when your bus will come at town, because you did it on a country. And your
Of
bus
course,
will,
video.
right, so your bus will come at town now and to come
Do you want to come out
badness.
here in the video?
But me I help you, because you're going to lose a life. So me I try to get back the life for you.
I didn't take up. When me take up
Badness.
badness. When you mean this, when me take up badness, what you mean?
You know say they take up badness, John.
I didn't take up
Follow
badness.
friend
I was going into it.
So why you talk so nice? If you tell one story and you're Jamaican, where you going so far?
I'm Jamaican alone. I watch the video.
Them need to go
You
to
have
fatwa.
to. You have to speak properly for everybody.
No, not other way. Make them go learn look fatwa.
7 minutes gone out of my video. I'm a story.
May I help you?
Well, I'm ready
I
for
do
work.
the 7 minutes worth of part I story whenever I need to go in there.
Okay, so okay. That woman is something else. So as I was saying, where was I? My father? Yeah, so you know what? I'm just gonna leave this right here until next time. When she's not there, I'll share my story time. Because this lady is something else. Anyway, so I leave Manchester when I was 14 years old, I think, 14 or 15, and I came to St. Catherine, lived in Nagohead for quite a number of years. Why exactly I was sharing why the whole story from my childhood coming up is because of where I was at the time when I got saved, when I became a Christian. Where I was at that time wasn't a good place, right? But I couldn't just jump into it without sharing what would have led me to that place, because based on how I grew up and the hurts and the abuse, the beating up, the talk down to, the verbal abuse and all of them stuff.
Beat up, baby.
Yeah.
But you never tell me.
Yeah, man, we get abused when I grew up, man.
I
was
abuse different from beat up.
exactly. I wasn't beaten up by my peer, like my age group. Me I talk about like adult person, who big man, who could have been my father.
John,
and-
no one is sad story.
yeah, but the thing is, if I don't share that, persons will not understand why I was where I was at the
You
time.
don't want to hear that this sad story.
Exactly, you never want to hear my story. See what I'm saying? I was abused when I was growing up. And I never knew that it was abuse until I grew up and understand that what was happening to me was wrong. I mean, I get beat up, swell up my mouth and all of them things. I remember one evening my mother was taking me to the police station because one of my family, and most of them people here are family. You see me, I said, something happened while we were playing ball, and I don't remember exactly what happened. And I was laughing, just laughing after the situation. The man just grabbed me, boom, 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 lick me up in my face, swell up my face and all of them stuff. And I was a child. And one of the worst thing was, for me, what would have break me, caused me to be so broken when I was growing up, is that persons would do these things and they would say to you that you don't have any father to defend you. So me I say, because I didn't have a father to defend me, that they would take certain advantage, but they wouldn't do it with other kids who had father, right? So that's how my life. And like my wife said, I really need to take time, like when I have time, to really get into this thing and share the story as it is, because right now I'm rushing through it. So she's right. So a number of things would have caused me to be at a particular place, and like I'm gonna share that in another story for real, detailed everything, so you can understand where I am coming from and the rough lives that I've gone through. But my heart was at a place where it was dark and evil, and I wanted to take out some persons because of what they did to me when I was growing up. I had my plans to go back to, like I said, take out some persons, but you know, I'm gonna share that in the next video, so look out for that one. I remember I was at Nagahead. It was in September, late September, and I remember 1 week, like I said, I was planning to take out some persons, and I should have shared that first so that you'll understand this that I am saying, but I'll share that at another time. I was planning to go back to Manchester to do some stuff, and I remember 1 week I woke up, and every morning when I wake up, I heard this voice keep saying to me, "John, give your life to God." And it was so clear to me. It was kind of creepy at first because I'm hearing somebody talking to me, but I wasn't seeing anybody. So what I'm saying, I hear the voice, I was looking around, who is talking to me every morning, but I couldn't see anybody. And it was clear. This is why nobody can tell me that God is not real. Nobody can tell me that God is not real. Right? I heard his voice, and every morning when I woke up, I heard the same voice calling me by my name, saying, "Give your life to God." I didn't plan on giving my life to God. I wasn't going to church. I didn't have any Christian nothing on my agenda. I just wanted to do what I was planning to do, and that was to take out some persons, you know. And I keep hearing the voice of God for 1 week, and after that week, Pastor Michael Hutchinson, he is in the Miramar Power of Faith Ministries branch. I remember that following week when the Power of Faith Church came to Nagahead in the taxi stand, and they were keeping church there. And I couldn't stay away from the church. As I hear the music at evening time, I couldn't go play no ball. I had no peace. I just wanted to go to church. I wanted to go to church. And I decided that I am going to get baptized. And then the Friday when the baptism was supposed to keep, me start changing mindset. You know what? Now bother with this Christian thing, yeah, man. I know my thing. And I can tell you this, Pastor Michael Hutchinson said, God told me to go for 1 more week with the crusade in the taxi stand. He extended it to 1 more week. And I was so amazed to know that I was changing my mind, and God was lengthening the time for me to make my mind up. And for that other week, it was more intense for me. It was more intense for me, and I couldn't run away from the conviction and the voice that was speaking to me. And I never understand at the time that it was God, but my sister, who was a Christian already, she was the one who guided me, telling me, you know, tell me that it is God that is calling me, and I need to. Oh Lord. Right, she was the one who helped me to understand that it was God, and I need to respond to his voice and do what he was telling me, you know. And that's why I became a Christian. I gave my life to God 2009, September the 4th, and I can tell you this, guys, I've not gone back. I have walked with God as best as I can. I'm not a perfect Christian, but I'm pressed into my perfection in God. And I can encourage any person out there today, young or old, I can encourage any person out there today to make that step to give your life to God. It is one of the best decisions that you can ever make for yourself. Best decision that you can ever make for yourself is to give your life to God. And I am serving God for over 11 years now, and I have absolutely no regrets. And that is how I gave my life to God. I didn't plan to become a Christian. I didn't plan anything. God called me by my name. And like I said, it's an experience that I never had. I never have an experience like that before, but that was my first encounter with the voice of God, and I answered to his voice. And there you have it, Jamaican taste buds. That's how I became a Christian. And it's not an easy journey, but if you are faithful and you really want to follow God, I can tell you, he will be there for you. So yes, that's my story of how I became a Christian. Yeah. And like I said, I'm going to share my story time about some of my childhood challenges and how rough my life was as a child growing up. And without a father. I'm gonna call that life without a father. That's a rough thing, man. I'm telling you, it's rough. So I'm gonna share that in another video very, very soon. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and to subscribe, and to leave a comment on this video and tell me what you think about it. Jamaican taste buds, this one was all for you.